In the realm of cybersecurity, it is crucial to understand the various types of attacks that can compromise the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data and systems. In this tutorial, we will explore some of the most common cybersecurity attacks that individuals and organizations may face. This knowledge will help you better comprehend the importance of cybersecurity and the protective measures required to safeguard against such attacks. 1. Phishing attacks. Phishing attacks are a form of social engineering where attackers impersonate legitimate entities to deceive individuals into revealing sensitive information such as passwords, credit card details, or social security numbers. These attacks usually occur through email, instant messaging, or disguised websites. It is critical to verify the authenticity of any request before providing any personal or financial information. 2. Malware attacks. Malware refers to malicious software designed with the intent to gain unauthorized access or cause harm to systems or data. Some common forms of malware include viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, and spyware. Malware can enter a system through various means, including email attachments, infected websites, or removable storage devices. Regularly updating antivirus software and exercising caution when downloading or installing software are essential preventive measures. 3. Denial of service (DOS) attacks. Denial of service attacks aim to disrupt the availability of services, systems, or networks by overwhelming them with an excessive amount of traffic. This flood of requests prevents legitimate users from accessing the targeted resource. Distributed denial of service (DDoS) attacks amplify the impact by utilizing multiple sources to initiate the attack. Implementing firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and load balancers can help mitigate the effects of DOS attacks. 4. Man-in-the-middle (MITM) attacks. MITM attacks involve intercepting and altering communication between two parties without their knowledge. Attackers position themselves between the sender and recipient, allowing them to eavesdrop, modify, or inject false information. This type of attack is especially concerning when sensitive data, such as usernames, passwords, or financial details, are transmitted. Secure communication protocols, encryption, and regular monitoring can help detect and prevent MITM attacks. 5. Password attacks. Password attacks focus on gaining unauthorized access by exploiting weak or stolen passwords. The ever-increasing reliance on technology in our society has made information technology (IT) systems a prime target for cyber attacks. Cybersecurity plays a crucial role in protecting these systems from unauthorized access, data breaches, and other potential risks. In this tutorial, we will explore the importance of cybersecurity in the field of information technology. The evolution of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity has come a long way since the early days of computing. Initially, cybersecurity efforts focused on physical security measures like securing computer hardware. As technology advanced, the nature of threats evolved, leading to the development of antivirus software, firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and more. Why is cybersecurity important? Cybersecurity is vital for several reasons. Firstly, it helps in safeguarding personal and sensitive information from being accessed by unauthorized entities. Security breaches can lead to significant financial losses, data theft, and reputational damage. Companies can lose customer trust, which can be detrimental to their business. The role of cybersecurity in information technology. Cybersecurity is crucial to the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of data within IT systems. IT environments rely heavily on cybersecurity to ensure that information is not only kept secure from potential breaches, but also remains accessible to authorized users when needed. Without proper cybersecurity measures, IT systems are susceptible to various threats that could disrupt operations. Understanding cyber risks. Organizations face different types of cyber risks, such as malware, phishing, ransomware, and insider threats. These risks can compromise information security. potentially leading to the loss of critical data and impacting the overall well-being of the organization. Cybersecurity strategies and controls. Organizations employ various strategies and controls to protect their IT systems. The concept of defense in depth involves implementing multiple layers of security to address potential vulnerabilities. This might include firewalls, antivirus programs, encryption, employee training, and regular security assessments. Cybersecurity frameworks and standards. There are several frameworks and standards organizations can adopt to ensure robust cybersecurity practices. Frameworks like NIST, ISO/IEC 27001, and the CS controls provide guidelines and best practices for implementing effective cybersecurity measures. Emerging trends and technologies in cybersecurity. The field of cybersecurity continuously evolves with new trends and technologies, such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, ML, and blockchain. These technologies enhance cybersecurity capabilities by providing more sophisticated methods for detecting and preventing cyber threats. Cybersecurity career opportunities. Given the increasing importance of cybersecurity, there are diverse career opportunities in this field. Professionals can pursue roles such as cybersecurity analysts, ethical hackers, and security consultants. Key skills and certifications like CISSP, CH, and CompTIA Security Plus are valuable for aspiring cybersecurity professionals. The future of cybersecurity. The future landscape of cybersecurity presents both challenges and opportunities. Continuous learning and adaptation are essential for professionals to keep pace with evolving cyber threats. Staying updated with the latest trends and best practices remains critical. Conclusion. Cybersecurity is an essential aspect of information technology that cannot be overlooked. In the rapidly evolving world of technology, ensuring the security of our digital activities has become crucial. Cybersecurity plays a vital role in protecting sensitive information from unauthorized access, data breaches, and other cyber threats. In this tutorial, we will explore the topic of risk assessment and management in relation to the field of cybersecurity. Risk assessment is the process of identifying, analyzing, and evaluating potential risks to an organization's assets, including its information systems. It involves assessing the likelihood and impact of potential risks, as well as the vulnerability of the organization to these risks. In the context of cybersecurity, risk assessment helps organizations understand the potential threats they face and the impact these threats could have on their operations. By identifying and prioritizing risks, organizations can develop effective strategies for risk management. Conducting risk assessments offers various benefits, including enhanced security, cost savings, regulatory compliance, and prioritization of resources. Enhanced security means identifying vulnerabilities and threats allows organizations to take proactive measures to strengthen their security posture. Early identification of risks can help mitigate potential damage, reducing both financial and reputational losses in the long run. Many industries and jurisdictions have specific cybersecurity regulations, and risk assessments ensure compliance with these regulations and standards. By focusing resources on high-priority risks, organizations can allocate their time, budget, and manpower more efficiently. Risk assessment involves several key steps. Although the specific approach may vary, the following steps provide a general framework for conducting a risk assessment. First, identify assets that need to be protected, including hardware, software, data, and people. Then, list potential threats that could exploit vulnerabilities and compromise the security of the assets. Next, identify weaknesses and vulnerabilities in the organization's infrastructure, processes, and technology. Estimate the likelihood of each threat occurring by using historical data, expert knowledge, and threat intelligence sources to inform this assessment. Evaluate the potential impact on the organization if a threat is successfully exploited, considering both tangible and intangible consequences. Based on the likelihood and impact assessments, assign a risk level to each identified risk, which could be a numerical value or a qualitative classification. Determine the level of priority for each risk by considering the risk level, potential impact, and available resources. Finally, define and implement controls, countermeasures, and safeguards to reduce the identified risks to an acceptable level. Once risks have been identified and assessed, organizations can implement risk management strategies to mitigate the impact of potential threats. Some commonly employed strategies include avoidance, transfer, mitigation, acceptance, and continuous monitoring. Avoidance involves eliminating or avoiding risks altogether by discontinuing activities that pose significant risks. While transfer means transferring risks to third parties by purchasing insurance or outsourcing certain activities to specialized service providers. Mitigation focuses on reducing the likelihood and impact of risks by implementing various security controls, such as firewalls, antivirus software, encryption, and employee training. Acceptance is about accepting risks when the cost of mitigation outweighs the potential impact or when risks are deemed acceptable within the organization's risk tolerance. In today's interconnected world, cybersecurity is of utmost importance to protect sensitive information and prevent unauthorized access to systems and data. In this tutorial, we will delve into the fundamental security principles and best practices that form the basis of a robust cybersecurity strategy. This tutorial is part of the comprehensive series on Introduction to Cybersecurity. The least privilege principle states that individuals should only be granted the minimum level of access required to perform their job functions. This principle helps mitigate the risk of unauthorized access and limits the potential damage that can be caused by malicious actors. Implementing least privilege access controls ensures that users are only able to access the resources and information necessary for their specific roles. The defense and depth principle advocates for multiple layers of security controls to protect systems and data. By implementing multiple layers, even if one layer fails, there are additional layers to provide protection. This approach involves a combination of firewalls, intrusion detection systems, encryption, access controls, and regular security updates. By adopting a layered security approach, organizations can enhance their overall security posture. One of the most basic yet critical security best practices is the use of strong passwords. Weak passwords are vulnerable to password guessing attacks, which can lead to unauthorized access to systems and accounts. Strong passwords should be complex, consisting of a combination of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. Additionally, passwords should not be reused across multiple accounts. Multi-factor authentication, MFA, adds an extra layer of security by requiring individuals to provide multiple forms of identification before accessing a system or account. MFA typically involves a combination of something the user knows, password, something the user has, such as a mobile device or smart card, or something the user is, biometrics. By implementing MFA, organizations can significantly reduce the risk of unauthorized access. Regularly updating software, operating systems, and firmware is essential to protect against known vulnerabilities. Software vendors often release security patches and updates to address identified weaknesses in their products. Failing to update systems increases the risk of exploitation by cyber threats. Organizations should implement a patch management process to regularly apply updates and ensure systems remain secure. Human error is one of the leading causes of security breaches. It is crucial to educate employees about cybersecurity risks and best practices. When it comes to cybersecurity, understanding the threats and vulnerabilities that IT systems face is essential. In this tutorial, we will explore the different types of threats and vulnerabilities that exist and how they can impact the security of IT systems. By understanding these concepts, you will be better equipped to protect your organization's information and networks from potential attacks. Threats to IT systems can come in various forms, each with its own characteristics and potential impact. Here are some common types of threats that you should be aware of. Malware. Malicious software, commonly referred to as malware, is designed to infiltrate and damage IT systems. This can include viruses, worms, ransomware, and spyware. Malware can be introduced through malicious email attachments, infected websites, or compromised software. Social engineering. Social engineering involves manipulating individuals to gain unauthorized access to sensitive information. It can be based on psychological manipulation, deception, or impersonation. Common social engineering techniques include phishing, pretexting, and baiting. Denial of service (DOS) attacks. DOS attacks aim to disrupt the availability of IT systems by overwhelming them with traffic or exploiting vulnerabilities. This can prevent legitimate users from accessing the system or website. Distributed denial of service (DDoS) attacks, which involve multiple attackers, are particularly challenging to mitigate. Insider threats. Insider threats refer to individuals within an organization who exploit their authorized access to compromise IT systems. These individuals may have malicious intent or inadvertently compromise security due to negligence or lack of awareness. Vulnerabilities are weaknesses or flaws in IT systems that can be exploited by attackers. By understanding these vulnerabilities, organizations can take proactive measures to patch or mitigate them. Here are some common vulnerabilities to consider. Software vulnerabilities. Software often contains vulnerabilities that can be exploited by attackers. This includes unpatched security flaws, poorly coded applications, or weak default configurations. Keeping software up to date and regularly applying patches is vital to mitigating these vulnerabilities. Weak authentication. Weak or easily guessable passwords, lack of multi-factor authentication, and insufficient permission controls can all contribute to weak authentication processes. Attackers can exploit these weaknesses to gain unauthorized access to IT systems. Lack of security awareness. Human error is a significant vulnerability in IT systems. Without proper security awareness training, employees may unknowingly click on malicious links, fall for social engineering scams, or neglect security best practices. Inadequate network security. Failing to implement proper network security measures, such as firewalls, intrusion detection systems, or access controls, can leave IT systems vulnerable to attacks. Neglecting to regularly monitor and update these security measures can also increase the risk. The impact of threats and vulnerabilities on IT systems can be significant, ranging from financial losses to reputational damage. Here are some potential consequences. Financial losses. Cyber attacks can result in financial losses, such as theft of funds or the cost of investigating and recovering from an attack. In addition, downtime resulting from attacks can lead to lost productivity and revenue. Cybersecurity is a crucial discipline that focuses on protecting computer systems, networks, and data from unauthorized access, theft, damage, or disruption. In today's digital age, where information technology plays a significant role in our personal and professional lives, understanding cybersecurity is essential for individuals and organizations alike. In this tutorial, we will explore the fundamentals of cybersecurity, providing you with a comprehensive introduction to this critical field. We will cover the principles and concepts that underpin cybersecurity, helping you develop a solid foundation of knowledge in this area. The evolution of cybersecurity, understanding the historical context of cybersecurity, examining the changes and advancements in cyber threats over time, exploring the impact of technological innovations on cybersecurity. The basics of cybersecurity, defining cybersecurity and its key objectives, recognizing the different types of cyber threats and attacks, identifying the various actors involved in cyber attacks. Cybersecurity frameworks and standards, overview of common cybersecurity frameworks, such as NIST and ISO. Understanding the importance of cybersecurity standards. Exploring the role of compliance in cybersecurity. Cybersecurity principles: confidentiality, integrity, and availability, CIA triad. Defense and depth, layered security approach. Principle of least privilege and need to know. Cybersecurity controls authentication and authorization, encryption and cryptography, intrusion detection and prevention systems, security operations and incident response lifecycle, understanding the roles and responsibilities in incident response, incident handling and evidence collection, threat intelligence and information sharing. Introduction to threat intelligence. Role of threat intelligence in cybersecurity. Collaborative threat intelligence sharing platforms. Security awareness and training. Importance of cybersecurity awareness. Best practices for educating users on cybersecurity. Role of comprehensive cybersecurity training programs. Emerging trends in cybersecurity. Artificial intelligence and machine learning in cybersecurity. Internet of Things, IoT, and its security implications. Cloud security considerations. Cybersecurity career paths, roles, and responsibilities in the cybersecurity field. Requirements and certifications for cybersecurity professionals. Tips for starting a career in cybersecurity. By understanding the topics covered in this tutorial, you will gain a solid grasp of the fundamental principles, best practices, and emerging trends in cybersecurity. This knowledge will empower you to make informed decisions to protect yourself and your organization from cyber threats. Remember, cybersecurity is an ever-evolving domain, and it is essential to stay updated with the latest trends and developments in this field. Continuously learning and expanding your knowledge base will enable you to stay one step ahead of cybercriminals and contribute to building a safer digital environment.